Hey guys, Cole here. Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, we got news of a new fusion coming up. This time is an epic champion fusion, so not a legendary champion fusion compared to what we usually have. We usually have legendary fusions. We had in the past epic fusions, but this time I think because it's coming so close to the Vlad Fragment collection events and tournaments, they put up an epic fusion. And then I'm guessing since this will be following up into Christmas time, and in Christmas time they want to have a proper fusion, so I guess they don't want to tire the community in terms of collecting stuff from events and tournaments and using their resources. So I think this is a good thing. We'll go over this champion skill. So Vildrax will be a Demonspawn. Doesn't really look Demonspawn, but then I guess I look at the champion, I'm like, okay, which faction should he fit in? It doesn't fit in any of the other factions. I mean, not even Skinwalkers, Lism. You can't put him anywhere else other than Demonspawn, I guess. So Demonspawn it is. It's gonna be an epic support champion. It starts on the 24th of the month, so exactly 1 week from now, guys. And I hope that it's kind of an easy kind of event for everyone to pick up this epic champion, and it should be, I guess, it should be usable. Let's go over his skills. Vildrax right here, he has 3 skills plus another passive. Remember, this is an epic, so much easier to book than a legendary. So depending on his skills, we'll see the utility of this kind of champion when we use him in the game. So before we get to that, by the way, if you like the music, it's soundstripe.com. You can use the one word coldbrew. You get 15% discount, guys. Check it out. So Verminous grasps the A1 attack spell enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing a leech debuff for 2 turns. Great, because leech is always pretty much something that people are missing when they're hitting bosses and they want to heal their champions up. If they're not using lifesteal sets, leech gives you a healing of 18% compared to 30% of the lifesteal set. Of course, you need other stuff like maybe some shields, stalwart sets if it's the clan boss, and of course a lot of damage should get that healing to fill you up to full. So have that in mind if you're using just leech for clan boss. Duke of Flies A2 tags all enemies, 75% chance of placing a hex debuff for 2 turns. That's great. I'm guessing this one, it will be booked. It will be 100%. So that's pretty cool. Having a hex debuff enables other champions with hex. I'm also guessing because this month ends the Cleopteryx kind of fragment collection. So players who are getting Cleopteryx, I think she does something with hex. I can't remember for sure. But yeah, just hex needs to come into more of the play because of the Hydra bosses and the Hydra heads. Some of them are affected by hex. And having more champions easily available is going to help a ton of players fight that boss when it comes. And we still don't know 100% of all the information for the Hydra boss. So A3 Swarm of Horrors attacks all enemies, 80% chance of increasing the duration of all debuffs by 1 turn. That's great. I'm guessing this will go to 100% when booked. When hitting enemies under hex debuffs, also has a 60% chance of putting one of their skills on cooldown. So it's not all of their skills, it's only one of their skills. This seems like a weaker version of Basher, in terms of Basher puts all their skills for 2 turns into increases their cooldowns on 2 turns. So this one puts one of their skills on cooldown completely, so that's different. Okay, when hitting enemies under hex debuff, I don't know if this goes to 100% when fully booked. That would be insane. Insanely good, because it would mean that you need to have the hex. It's going to ensure that at least one of the skills are locked, but it's not that special because many champions have 3 skills default, A2, A3. So if you're just locking out one of the skills, it's pretty much RNG in that sense. It's going to help in the Doom Tower, I guess, if you're having issues in locking out the enemies. And then finally, the passive looks a little bit strange. Has a 10% chance of stealing the heal each time an enemy under a hex debuff is about to be healed. Okay, 10% chance. I don't know if this, when booked, goes up, but 10% seems extremely low. You can understand on how low that is. That's 1 every 10, and depending on the fights, you won't have fights go for so long that the 10% chance is actually noticeable. It really depends on the fight. It really depends on if this goes up when you book it. We don't know that kind of information just yet. Does not work against bosses. Okay, this messes up everything because first of all, not so many bosses that do some healing. I guess the spider does healing. Who else? The dragon doesn't do healing. The fire knight does do some healing. but it's again 10% chance. So even if that happened to bosses, it would have been extremely low. Does not work on bosses. It's so weird. I wonder if it works with the Hydra heads. Anyway, the amount healed will be the same as if it would have been on the original target of the heal, except if the heal is based on the target's HP, in which it will scale off Vildrax HP. Well, okay, whatever. Passive looks very weak, to be honest. Only 10% chance, and only when the Hex debuff is on the enemy. So 2 conditions: first, having the Hex, and second, actually getting the chance to land. So passive kind of seems weak. Overall seems like a weak kind of champion, maybe like a champion that enables the Hex so that your other champions that you do something with Hex can actually do something. Nothing too crazy. Good thing it's gonna be an epic. I'm hoping to see like 10-15 fragments out of events and tournaments coming in. Easy events so that everybody collects this champion and everybody uses this champion to enable their Hex champions if they have any. That's pretty much it, guys. We'll play with this champion, I guess, on the test server when we get access to it, but until that time we only have this information, which is like half the information at best. We don't know the cooldowns, we don't know how long, how many books are needed for each skill to be maxed out on what each book does. Pretty much weak kind of information coming in from Plarium here. I wish they would give us at least the cooldowns and what the books do for Vildrax here. Just give us more information so we can hype this up as best as we can through the video. So this was the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Remember, the music played throughout this video is from soundstripe.com. It is an affiliate of this channel, so by using my promo code, one word, it's coldbrew, you get 15% discount. You can actually use it to do your own content. If you ever want to get into YouTube or Twitch, copyright free music is the way to go, and this platform is insane. There's so many different types of music genres to choose from that makes the content creation part of this way easier. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.